Hello and welcome to yet another Optics Trade Roundtable. As you can see, a lot of riflescopes. We'll be talking about the novelties 2020 about hunting riflescopes. As you can see, the three of us are wearing masks, and you guys, you have to commit it. It's a weird year.
2020, it's a crazy year, but I think that everybody has a crazy year in 2020.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, some products were shown to the public. I have to point out that out of all the major fairs in the field of hunting, only SHOT Show in Las Vegas took place in January in 2020. EVA was first postponed, then they cancelled it, and now a while ago we also been informed that SHOT Show and EVA in 2021 are also not going to take place. What was with
horrible.
It's horrible, and we are missing all our friends, which we visit every year at the fairs.
The EVA and SHOT Show were always, I would say, a really a bright light in the year. It was like, wow, we go on these fairs, we meet all the friends, we see all the new stuff, we have a really great time, and now everything ended. It's
hopefully we go again in 2022, if everything.
Yeah.
So what about the presentations?
Everything was online.
Yeah.
And everybody waited. It was like, okay, for the European manufacturers, EVA in March is the biggest fair. So everybody was preparing for big presentations at EVA. And then it was cancelled like a couple of days before it would start. And the first plan was, okay, it will be in September. And everybody said, okay, we'll wait, we will present the new products in September. Then it was cancelled in September. And some manufacturers then decided to do online presentations between September and December, in those 3 months. Others are still waiting. We know for sure that some products are already prepared and basically in a pipeline, but they are waiting for 2021 to present them.
Yeah. Despite the weird year, some riflescopes are new in this regard.
Yeah.
Of course, no really major breakthrough has been made, but as you can see, we have some here. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what we have.
I would say that most novelties are from the price class 1,000 to 2,000 euros.
I think that next year, 2021, is going to be a big year because all new products from 2020 that were not presented will be presented, plus new products from 2021. And what is also true is that now everybody will just present products online because everybody already knows at the beginning that there will be no fairs this year. And that we hope that sooner or later things will go back to normal in regards to pandemics, to COVID.
Yeah, sure. Okay, stay with us in the next sections.
Let's start this video with the entry level, so with hunting riflescopes priced below 500 euros. There hasn't been much going on here, except for Meopta, which they presented the Optica 5 line to the public, which is similarly to Optica 6.
Was already in 2019, and it generated huge interest.
It did.
It was like a meteorite.
Yeah, I think the manufacturer Meopta, they never dreamed of having such a demand for these riflescopes. It's very high. Every dealer, every distributor probably has a lot of orders for these products because they are from a top European manufacturer, Meopta, and they are very good price.
Yeah, well, Meopta brand is really strong in Europe.
Yeah.
And especially because you have a feeling that you're buying something European in a really affordable way, even though they are not made in Czech Republic. They are assembled, but majority of the parts are made in Asia, either China or Philippines. But I'm thinking that they were completely surprised, and the demand was so much bigger than they anticipated that it caused so many problems with deliveries.
I also think that the demand is linked with the fact that the series is huge. You basically have all the models. You have second focal plane and first focal plane models. And with the Optica 5 line, they're going even in the more affordable zone. So now with Optica 6 is already affordable, but Optica 5 is going even lower.
Yeah. I do think that it's really strange because they have tactical and hunting scope in the same series with the same name. So it's confusing.
It is, yeah.
This is the first thing. I think that they should make Optica 5 hunting scopes, Optica 5 tactical scopes, and the same with Optica 6. And normally they have huge array of products and they're all in big demand. Let's hope that they will solve the delivery issues, because then they will sell like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Probably the delivery issues are mainly because everything is not done in-house. It's
Yeah.
perfectly.
And also, okay, they outsource the production, which is a normal thing. In the US, all the companies do it.
Especially with the
yeah,
more affordable models, right?
yeah. So
I think it's also very interesting that they have such demand because there are, with each rifle scope, you have a lot of configurations.
yeah,
You have a lot of different reticles, and it's each customer can find a certain reticle which is suitable to his needs.
they are nice. Honestly speaking, also I think that a lot of people are expecting better optical performance from them. But when you look price-wise, they are more than decent.
Yeah.
But normally everybody expects normal Meopta quality for 1,000 euros and plus scopes. These are not. These are 500 euro scopes.
Of course.
I also think what I would say was not working in Meopta's favor, they started to do with this new business model at the time when the world stopped because of COVID. So
Yeah.
this is also a major factor. They started to sell products which are, I would say, more than half or at least half manufactured outside, outsourced, and they started in the year 2020 when the whole world stopped. So let's hope that in 2021 they solve this, because the products are worth their price.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue with the lower mid-range. That means 500 euros to 1,000 euros. There was not a lot of new products in this segment, but there are some which we need to mention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Definitely, yeah.
GPO Spectra 5x and 6x zoom.
Yeah.
These are brand new. Basically, much like Meopta, they have a lot of hunting rifle scopes in this segment in 5x and 6x zoom with different reticles, very decent optical quality, I think.
For the price,
For the
they're
price.
so, but still, they also have a lot of tactical scopes in this segment. Again, similar problem like with Meopta. Same name, same series, but you have tactical models and hunting models in the same series with the same name. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to mention here that GPO is still a fairly young brand, so it was around 2017 or 2016 that they basically formed. But there are experts that work for the company, so they know the market, and they show their success, especially in the field of binoculars, I think.
And the binoculars, they are killing.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. In my opinion, in Riflescopes, they are still
They're still
searching.
looking for
Yeah.
the right
Yeah,
right
because
way.
They have Passion 6x zoom scopes made in Japan, which are very similar to Vixen, DD Optics, Delta Optical, and similar Repo, and so on. There are so many brands that use the same optics under their name. And GPO was just one among them, and it was not really standing out. It was even a little bit more expensive than the others. And so Spectra is their answer how to search for the customers in a lower price classes.
Yeah, it's very interesting because they only don't have one or two rifle scopes. They have a series of rifle scopes, and you can cover
10 models.
Yeah.
And in terms of hunting, you can cover quite a lot of types of hunting with the rifle scopes.
And I think that Spectra 5x zoom and 6x provide the best performance, the best value for money out of all Spectra series. This is why I think it's worth mentioning them here.
They also have Spectra 8x series, which is one class above
1,000.
which all of these scopes, in my opinion, have a little bit narrow field of view, but the image quality is okay. But with the Spectra 8x, it's quite expensive. Spectra 5x and 6x are far more affordable.
Yeah, they are.
With the 5 and 6x zoom, could we speculate the origin?
Philippines or China, who knows? They don't disclose this information.
Yeah.
For the Passion 6x, it's definitely Japan. Here, who knows? But still, it's becoming less and less important where they're made, I would say. If they're not made in Europe.
Yeah,
Normally, if you're producing them in Germany and Austria, then it's a completely different story.
Okay, next up is the upper middle range from 1,000 to 2,000 euros. In this regard, we probably have the most rifle scopes on the table and also which are available. The first one that I would like to put out is the new Kales Helia. We actually missed this model because...
It was only one model introduced there, all others were already from
only
previous
one,
years.
the 3.5 to 18 by 50 model. There were three models in this series, but they all lacked one very I would say, distinctive feature, the adjustable parallax. This
Yeah.
one has this. It's very good for long-range hunting. The optical quality is probably one of the best in its class.
Yeah, below 2,000 euros.
Below
it's one of
2,000
the
I
best.
also noticed that it's really quite long, isn't it?
It's extremely long. Yeah, if we take a look at other riflescopes, it's probably one of the longest here.
I think only Swarovski is longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is really funny, they already have a tactical model, 3.5 to 18 by 50, which is really short.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, but it's not the same optical construction because the tactical model has much narrower field of view than the hunting model.
Yeah, of course,
It's
and
different.
the distinctive hunting reticle is featured in this
Yeah.
one.
I do miss the BDC turret on a scope like this.
Yeah.
Because
It would be a nice addition, right?
I imagine that this scope is meant for chamois hunting in the Alps, and then the BDC is missing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Apart from that, really good scope for affordable price. It's below 2,000 euros. It's 1,900.
Yeah, it's around 1,800 euros, something like this.
Something like this, yeah. So the next new products were Leica Amplus 6, which they have 3 models in this series, 1 to 6, 2.5 to 15 by 50, and 2.5 to 15 by 56. They also have a model with a BDC turret, and they're really affordable, below 1,500 euros, made in Portugal. What I do think is that they have quite a cluttered range at the moment, because they have 6 times zoom for 1,500 euros and below. They have 46 times zoom at 2,000 euros and below, between 1,500 and 2,000 euros. Very similar models, except that they have 2 to 12 by 50 model. And then they have Magnus, which is
Top of the line,
6.7 times zoom, 7 times zoom almost. Very, very similar scopes. The Amplus, okay, it does, I would say, convince with its price. But on the other side, the Fortis is so much better, with just a little bit of additional price increase, that I think this is the hidden gem among all hunting riflescopes. I think this is the scope that it's mentioned way too few times. It would deserve more attention, definitely.
I have a question here. So the Amplus 6 is a successor to the Viso series,
Yeah.
but these are no longer available in glossy versions, or
No.
so no glossy models anymore from Leica.
No.
This is a
Unfortunately
The test.
not, even though I have to be honest that glossy models didn't sell well,
yeah, but
still
there were some people
Yeah.
who really wanted to, I don't know, have a rifle somewhere exhibited at home with a glossy model, and
it was really beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, it's. I think with glossy, it's a very niche market. But as you mentioned, both of you, we did have some demand previously, and perhaps this.
This is the reason
Perhaps
why
the
the M plus 6 is not glossy.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, it's optically it's quite decent, but the Fortis is so much better.
Yeah, true.
So what was new? I think that Minox is also new.
yeah, of course. The Minox all-rounder. Well, some would call it a catchy name, others would
Yeah.
prefer something something different. But we do have, if we look at the series, we have 1 to 5 times magnification. We have 2 to 10 and 3 to 15. So we do have an all-rounder. If we look at all
you know
of
how
them.
it is. There is only one all-rounder in the whole series.
Yeah, and that's
it's
2 to 10.
2 to 10.
It's 2 to 10,
yeah,
by
yeah.
50. So it's a strange name, but I have to be honest that from what we have seen from Minox in the previous years, this series is the first one which I like.
Yeah, and I think that the 2020 was a great year for Minox. They also launched their new laser range-finding binoculars, which
Which
I
are
think
also cool,
are excel at the price range of 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
And I really do have to say that optically these are great. And
Yeah,
this
These are decent, yeah.
I would say that this driven hunt model,
Mhm.
it has a daytime bright dot.
And a really true 1 times magnification. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it is really unique. You don't find.
For me, it was really strange because when I look at the specification, I saw that the field of view is not the best in class.
That's true.
But when you use them, you see that the edge sharpness, it's astonishing. And also the colors, the light transmission rate, they're all really, really good. Better than the previous models from Linux.
What I like is the apparent field of view is is quite okay. Perhaps the actual field of view is not as good as perhaps with some other counterparts, but especially in the all-rounder series, what I like is they segmented the series very well. They have 1 to 10 for driven hunting, 2 to 10, I think 1 to 5 for driven hunting, 2 to 10
For
as the
everything,
all-rounder, and the low-light specialist 3 to 15. by
They maybe
56.
miss some long range, even or
Well,
for
still,
stalking
with,
or
with
mount
3
hunt.
to
But
15
okay,
you're
yeah.
able to shoot quite a long distance because these are hunting scopes. I also like the illumination in these scopes. It's daytime bright and really nicely adjustable. It's
And
perfect.
they are made in Germany.
Yeah, they're one of the most affordable scopes made in Germany. Now then, Noblex doesn't produce scopes anymore.
That's true.
Just at least not in a great extent. They are the most affordable.
Yeah, next up we have the Vortex. They also released some new products in this regard. We have here. So the 3 to 15 by 42, which we don't have here, and the 3 to 15 by 50.
So this is from the LHD or the Light Hunter Tactical series,
Yeah,
right?
the Light
Razor.
Hunter Tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
from
Razor Light.
series.
Even though
That's
I think
right.
it should be named Viper.
Yeah.
Like I said in the review, it should be named Viper. It just optically is not on the same level as other Razor tactical scopes.
Yeah, but yet these rifle scopes do have some distinctive features. They have the very unique eyepiece, the locking eyepiece, which is not so very common
In Europe,
In
it's
Europe.
Yeah.
basically
You
not
basically
common
see
at
it
all.
on Leupold.
Only,
Uses this
yeah.
feature
Yeah.
quite a lot.
The illumination system with this button only here, it doesn't have the potentiometer like most rifle scopes. The turret looks very nice. It's very distinctive because most hunting rifle scopes don't feature locking turret, but this
In
one
this
does.
price class, no other, I think.
No, I think no other in this price class. And what we also like, it's quite small, compact, light. It
Yeah.
really is a light hunter.
Vortex is targeting the European hunters with this scope, I
We,
assume.
we talked with Vortex for many years that they need to produce something for the European hunter, and this is it. This is the product for European hunter. Even though I think that they are still not, they don't have enough experience with European hunters, because with this scope, honestly speaking, the illumination is just classical, low light only. With other scopes similarly priced, you have fiber. How it's called, the fiber.
It's the
Yeah,
optic.
the
Optical fiber illumination, which is much better. And I also think that optically, in this price class, you can find products which are, I would say, superior. They are not as light as this one.
Yeah.
That's true.
The other features are the ones I quite like, because the reticle is of a hunting type for
True.
European class. It does have the adjustable parallax, the illumination system, but yeah, as I mentioned, it's not daytime bright, so
It's very unique scope. It's very unique
yeah.
scope, and for some customers, it's going to be the perfect choice, but it's not for everybody.
I think that instead of the 42mm objective lens model, they would perhaps do better with 56.
In European market, definitely. Yeah.
Because in Europe, twilight hunting is almost a norm, right?
Yeah. I think that in next strike for the European hunter, they will have more experience and they will understand. You need a 56mm objective lens,
Definitely.
you need optical fiber illumination, and you need a little bit, I would say, better optics. You need Razor level of optics, like they have with Razor AMG and Razor Gen 2 tactical scopes. Okay, last but not least is the GPO
Yeah,
Spectre 8.
we
Spectre.
already touched it in when we were talking of low mid-range scopes.
The whole array of scopes, they go all the way to 1,300 euros. Tactical and hunting scopes with 8x zoom. And still they are priced lower than Passion 6 from GPO.
yeah, yet
Yeah,
again,
already.
very versatile series. A lot of reticles, or at least some reticles to choose from, both tactical and hunting in this segment. So I think a good price performance ratio rifle scope.
We will see what will happen.
I think that GPO is also testing out which scopes will probably be, I don't know, the most popular among customers. And
I also think that they're doing this.
they're just offering everything, and then they will
yeah,
stick to the
which one will
most
stick.
popular models.
Okay, so let's continue with the top premium class, because not much happened there. There was only one scope introduced already at the end of 2019, but it became available in 2020. And that was
The Swarovski Z8i 3.5 to 28 by 50.
so a really long range hunting.
Yeah, the Z8i series was missing a long-range specialist, and now it's there. So now you basically have everything at hand if you're a hunter.
Yeah.
I think with such a rifle scope, wow, it is very long.
Yeah, it is.
With such a rifle scope, you can cover much of hunting. You can do basically almost everything with it. Chamois hunting, you can use it as an alternative for a spotting scope with 28 times magnification.
I would also recommend the ballistic turret is a nice option if you're planning on hunting, especially in the mountains, chamois hunting or something like that.
And with 3.5 magnification, you are even able to use clip-on devices on it.
Yeah.
So it offers everything.
Yeah.
3.5 is still a decent magnification to pair it with a thermal clip-on.
Yeah,
Or
it still
night vision
works.
clip-on,
It still
yeah.
works. And all the Swarovski quality and so on. When I was reviewing this scope, I was a little bit amazed that they didn't went for 56mm objective lens, but I do understand because
it's very long.
it's already very long and heavy for Swarovski standards.
And for a mountain hunt, 50mm lens is a little bit better, right?
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
And it's lighter and so on. Apart from that, it's a really good scope. Normally, you are not able to expect the elevation range of a tactical scope, but out to, I would say, 400, 500 meters, which is more than enough for hunting, it will work without a problem.
Those who are familiar, with the Z8i quality know what they're buying.
That's what I was trying to say. It's Z8i quality, the same 30mm tube. It's
and of course made in Austria.
Yeah, probably one of the best scopes in this class. It doesn't have many competitors, honestly speaking.
No.
I think we covered almost everything what was new in 2020 in the category of hunting scopes. If you forgot something, please use the comments below, and see you in our next video.
Take care.
Take care, bye.
Bye.